She's definitely gonna die before this video is over. But anyway, I am here. It's really bright. Why is it brighter than usual? I'm here for my first wash and go. Last minute, well, not that last minute. I decided to do my first wash and go as my week 3 for Fab Hair International, partly because I've been kind of toying with the idea of doing a wash and go for so long, and partly because I honestly had no other ideas. And I don't like the perm rods and the curly cues and the, you know, all those little tight curl styles. So I figured I would give this a shot. I think my hair is, hey Julie, thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but let's just get started. I'm just making sure that I have everything I need here. Oh, you're at work. That's annoying. It's 7:17. I remember when I used to work late. Anyway, so I am going to, just give this a shot for my week 3. I'm going to be using the Fab Hair International collection. I already sprayed the Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray from Fab Hair International. There we go. In my hair. Except that week 1, I did drop this and I think I ruined the pump. So it's kind of coming out in fits and spurts. So I really just took off the top and just like put it in my hands and just praying hands that into my hair. So that is the first product. I did use the Camellia conditioning mask as my Prepoo today. I shampooed with the Earthborn Organics Camellia conditioning mask as my Prepoo, followed up with the Yamini Essentials co-wash, then the Soul Tanicals Hibiscus Hair Healer Healthy Scalp Therapy Mask, and then I followed up with this, the conditioning spray. I'm going to be using the Twist and Define Custard, the Beautiful Curls Flaxseed and Aloe Vera Curl Defining Gel, and a whole heap of water. I probably should be using like a stream spray versus a 360, but this is what I had around. And I have distilled water in here just because I like to do extra. I have some backups here in case I run out of product. I have the Camille Rose Curl Maker, which I assume is for washing goes. I actually have no idea. I have the Thai by Naturals Curls All Be Curling Jelly, which you can't see because of my light. And I have the Cream Styling Gel from Earthborn Organics. Oh, and I have this Honey's Handmade Coconut and Apple Curl Glaze that I used once before and it flaked, so we'll see. But hopefully I don't need any of those. I just have them here so I don't have to go rushing to my shelf and leave you here just to look at my bathroom. All right, so I'm gonna get started. I have a wide tooth comb. I am gonna take out my Denman, but if I put this through my hair and it takes out a single strand of hair, that's it. And it's not here, so I will not be taking out my Denman. I have my wide tooth comb. I have my styling products. I have my 360 mister. Hey, Zen Gem, thank you for joining. I was just introducing just like my wash day and any of that. But since I'm going to be doing this live, if you have any questions, just ask me. I don't want to be on here for like 3 hours and bore people. So I'm just going to continue on. So I was saying I have some backup products here in case I run out of the Fab Hair International ones. This is part of my week 3 review. So I'm probably just going to insert this into my final review for Fab Hair International next week. And yeah, I'm about to get started. I'm just taking inventory of everything I have. So I have combs, I have products, I have mister, I have a towel on because I hate water dripping all over me, which it is anyway because this is doing nothing, but it's an added layer of protection. I have the leave-in conditioner in my hair and I'm just gonna get started. So Julie, she's in the chat right now, or she might have left because she's at work. She sent me a video, what's his name? There's some, I don't know if he's either just like a famous curly hair stylist or a celebrity stylist, Dickey something, or maybe something Dickey. He was showing like this wash and go method, and I will link in the description box at the end of this video, the video, but it was pretty much how you are supposed to do a wash and go on type 4 hair. I'm not doing what he had her do. There was a YouTuber that was making a video. She did like a FaceTime with him during the call and he walked her through how to do a wash and go. What he had her do was just, she had to soak her hair like multiple times. And then he had her put in like in a full like 8-ounce tub of just a whole bunch of products in her hair. I think there was leave-in conditioners, a cream. I don't think she used a gel. I think she used a mousse. But it was just like the process that he had her do was just a bit much. And his recommendation was to do a wash and go every day. just doesn't fit into my lifestyle. So the only thing I'm going to take from that is using a bunch of product, which is why I have my extras here in case I need more, and I have more products on my product shelf in case I need to supplement. But I'm pretty much just going to use a lot of product. I'm going to use a lot of water. And then, you know, I'm going to let it dry. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight and preserve my curl definition. And, you know, I don't know. I'm confused about this process, which is why I haven't done this yet, but it's time that I just do it. And we'll see what happens. So it's also really interesting doing this live. Might have kids walk in here. Nick might walk in, anyone might walk in, dog might come in here and start barking. But, you know, that's what happens when you're live. So we'll see. I'm deep conditioning my hair right now and was thinking about attempting a wash and go again. So would this be your, so you said you're again, so would this be your second wash and go? Have you tried it again? And apologies if you, Anthony Dickey. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, yeah, his method's a little bit intense. But yeah, Zen Gem, have you, sorry if you commented this and I've forgotten, but would this be your second wash and go? And if you don't do wash and go, what style do you think you're gonna do? Okay. I don't know if this section's too thick. I really, as much as I've watched like 150 wash and go videos, even while I was transitioning, so over the last couple of years, I don't really understand them, which is what I keep saying. So I'm just doing a little finger detangling now. He had her do it on soaking wet hair. Soaking wet is in like he kept sending her back to the bathroom to just like go under water and then come back. Leave-in cream and mousse. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be using, I put in a conditioning spray. Like the leave-in he had her use was really, really creamy from what I remember. This is like a flaxseed and aloe vera gel based leave-in conditioner. So that's very different. But I'm going to be going in with, as I mentioned, the Twist and Define Custard and the gel. So I'm going to be doing what I did for my week 1 twist out and my week 2 braid out, except I'm just going to like leave it out. I guess that's what that means. So I'm going to try working with this section. Maybe this is too big. I don't know. Hopefully it can get small. I can get bigger as I go along. I'm going to clip. All right, so let's try this. Where'd it go? Okay. All right. So I'm going to work with this section. This is too annoying. Okay. All right. So I am going to spray this pretty heavily. I'm just going to be prepared to just get wet. This is really annoying though. Okay, so maybe I should bring this closer. I don't know if you can see properly from back there. Spray your hair with water until it's dripping. Yeah, exactly. So if the hair is dripping. All right. I don't know if this view is helpful or not, but okay. So you can light. Oof. Okay, so yeah, just a couple more spritzes for good measure. I lost, okay, there it is. Okay, that's wet, it's wet. So now I am going to put in the Twist and Define Custard. Okay, it says Twist and Define Custard. All right. All right, and okay. Now I just, do I finger detangle? Oh, okay. He also had her press in the product. So I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do the shingling because a lot of my curls frizz instead of clump. So I think I should just do this and allow it to clump on its own. I can't see the, thank you. And since you do wash and goes all the time, Melissa, if you have any words of advice, I don't remember, do you shingle or do you do praying hands? I'm trying to, per the Anthony Dickey method, just like press the products into my hair. I think I put in a good amount, but I'm going to put even more. I think this view is too close. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move my tablet back to where it was. Let me know if you can't see and if you need me to move it back, but I don't think I need to. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let me know if this is too far and you need me to bring it back and I'll figure out another setup. Light's also not on here. Sorry, one second. Praying hands laugh at you. So you do shingling? I don't think I would have the energy to shingle. Okay, and also you're supposed to concentrate product at the roots, but I think that's more with the gel. So now I'm gonna go in with the Flaxseed and Aloe Vera Curl Defining Gel. Oof, this light's killing me. You Denman and Shingle. I don't know where my Denman is. I was going to take it out, but then, yeah, it wasn't there. I can go and find it, but I don't want to be gone for like 10 minutes, so I actually have no idea where it is. Okay, so this is the gel. I'm gonna first apply it to the length of my hair. So Melissa, I don't know if you were on when I was saying this. I don't think I'm going to shingle just because my hair frizzes a lot. And I feel like if I shingle it, it's gonna separate the frizzy pieces, and I kind of want it to be more cohesive. So you want to see the consistency of what? The gel? Let me know what you meant. The gel smells really good. Let me know if you want to see the consistency of the gel. I'll go closer next time I do it again. Okay, so I have both of the products in it. So I mean, is that all I'm supposed to do? So this is my hair. Like, do I just leave this? I feel like it's gonna shrink up like crazy and lose its definition, but that's why I've been fearing this the whole time. I doesn't really feel like there's anything I can really, this is, okay, yeah, the consistency of the gel. It's a little bit, it's not a thick gel. I don't know if it looks thick. It comes out like flax seeds, like a flaxseed kind of gel. So I feel like I'm not gonna get that strong hold at the roots. I was thinking earlier today, I'm always trying to think of methods of doing things. I was thinking that maybe, because I always do my starter braid when I do twist outs and braid outs, maybe using like one of my tiny disposable, where are they? So tiny I can't even see them. Oh, they're there. Okay. I was thinking about using one of these tiny disposable things at the top, and then doing a wash and go on the bottom just to hold stretch at the root. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think this first time I'm just going to do like whatever traditionally you do, and then I'll figure out what doesn't work, and then from there I'll try to figure out methods of making things better in the future. But you let me know. So I just finished applying product. I put in the cream and the gel. Now it's just hanging, and I feel like it's going to just like shrink back up, and I guess that's when I'm going to go and stretch it. Is that all I do, and I just do that in the rest of my hair? That sounds crazy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It in my head it made sense. That's good thickness. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good part. Your curls are going to be beautiful with that gel. Oh, thank you. Stretch after, like before bed. My hair is still going to be wet. That's the problem. You can't stretch wet hair because it's 7:29 right now. Okay, let me continue. So I think I don't have to do anything else, right? I think this is all I need to do. So let me bring down the next section. I have to see how, because honestly, like if I don't do anything, and I'm not going to be able to sit under a dryer tonight. If I don't sit under a dryer, and it does depend on the product. Some products are actually, they like quick dry. I haven't come across any ingredients, by the way, that say anything about about like drying your hair quicker. But I have noticed that with specific products. Anyway, my hair takes like 3 days to dry naturally. See, my hair's frizzing up already, like over here. I don't know if you can see it. You might not be able to see it. How do I put this out of the way? You just leave it there? Don't go to bed with wet hair. Oof. Well, what am I supposed to do? I can't sit up all night. I'll have to figure that out later. All right, so let me apply some yeah, it's freezing up over here. It's kind of looking like day 7 hair. But I don't know if that's just because, again, that's another thing. I don't know my mousse. I don't have any mousse, unfortunately. I will have to get one of these days because I do hear that they are really good for a lot of things. All right, I'm going to try not to combine those 2 sections of hair. I'm taking out some of the cream, and I'm going to apply it heavily to this section. But yeah, my hair is already frizzing. And yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I don't know my curl pattern, but I feel like it's different all over my hair. So where I feel like I have in the bottom section of this back quadrant, I have looser curls, but then as it gets to the surface, it's more like a 4C. And I wonder how that's going to look. Nothing wrong with either curl pattern, but when they're inconsistent and on the same head, I just feel like it's not going to work. I feel like this is going to look like humidity attack day 7 hair when I'm done. Hopefully it won't. We'll see. Okay, so I put in can I diffuse or wet plump? What is a wet plump? There's so many terms. Mousse dries hair quickly. Yeah, I have heard that too. I just don't have, I don't have a mousse. Let me know your recommendations though, if there are any mousses that you particularly like. I don't actually know if I have mousses on my product finder. I would be interested to see what's like actually in them. Can I diffuse or wet pop? I don't have a diffuser. The only thing I have is my Revere. Actually, no, sorry. I do have a hair dryer with a concentrated nozzle. I think I gave it to my nanny a few months ago, but it should still be in the house. So maybe I can get that from her and stretch the roots. That section is large. Well, I don't know where it went. I think it's now combined. But here is, I don't know if you can really see. I don't know. It kind of looks like I'm putting deep conditioner in my hair. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just continue. I'll do smaller sections going forward. And yeah, I'm just going to apply a little bit more gel at the roots. Ugh. I'm not excited about this. I kind of was going into it, but I feel like this is going to be really difficult. And I'm just going to be dripping for the rest of the evening. Okay, let's take this last section. Hopefully it's not too big. How is this section? This feels big. This is a big section, right? I'm going to cut that in half. Okay. And put that over there. Oh, I haven't been spraying with water. I forgot. Okay. All right. Soaking wet. You can't say I'm not using enough water. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the Twist and Define cream. Oof. Bunch of water. Okay. Okay. I should at least be combing this, right? I forgot about that. I guess that's why people use Denman's for wash and goes. I really would use mine if I had it. Let me see if anyone's available. I can't go on pause because this is live. Hold on a second. Alexa, drop in on kitchen.
Okay, dropping in.
Hey, is anyone in there? Mommy? Yeah, hey, can you go in Aiden's bathroom and see if my black and orange, like bristle looking brush comb is in there? I don't know how to describe it. It might be. Can you see if there's a comb with like an orange pad and it has a black handle?
In Aiden's bathroom?
Aiden's bathroom, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. If yeah, can you bring it? Is someone there to watch? Is anyone there to watch Layla? Or? Okay. All right.
Okay, and I will go.
Thank you. All right. Hang up. Alexa, hang up. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I may or may not be getting a Denman brush because I don't know if it's actually in there. I'm gonna put in the gel. This is such a different experience doing this like completely live. Okay. Putting in the gel. Keep a positive vibe. You're right. You're right. I should not be saying anything until I am done. This will potentially work out. I don't feel like I'm doing this right. All right. And I do have some other products here. Maybe I will try them in a section and see how they work. I just really wanted to use largely the Fab Hair International products because this style is technically part of that review as well. Okay, so looking closely in my mirror over here, it still looks, that's one randomly very loose curl. All right. I know, Melissa. I feel like I was taking some risks doing this live. I don't know what's gonna happen here. But anyway, it was a request, so I figured why not? And thank you for cheering me on. All right, so that's that section. I have one more in this back quadrant. All right. This is a very small section, so this should be small enough. I have a feeling the comb is not in that bathroom. The brush. I don't know where else it would be though. Okay, you know, I'm gonna at least go in with my wide tooth, which is probably no different than my fingers, but put some resistance. Okay. I would at least like to use the Denman for like a tighter comb. That's not, I don't know if you know what I mean by that. Tighter bristles to make it a little bit smoother. All right, cream. It's like a lot of cream for this small section, but based on that, oh, it's all over my pants. Based on that YouTube video with the Anthony Dickey method, it doesn't sound like you can use too much product. So better too much than too little, right? All right, now the gel. I'm definitely not going to have enough gel, so I will have to switch at some point. Okay, and oof, getting it all over me. Good job spraying the water. Yes, I am remembering the water application, and I am definitely dripping all over the place. So it's well saturated. I can tell you that. All right, so. All right, so I think that's the back section done. And again, it really feels to me like it's just wet with deep conditioner. So we'll see what happens. Wet plopping is wrapping a t-shirt around your hair to help it dry. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Why do you call it wet plopping though? It's such a, okay. Maybe I could do that. And then good job, Bruno. As you pull the comb through, smooth the hair against the comb. I don't know what you mean by that. Like against the, like, I really need my Denman. The fact that they haven't come here means that they probably was not there. Let me see if I have anything. This is not going to work. I have this thing. Maybe for lack of something else, this might work. Your hair is wet when you wrap the towel. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. My dad found it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Here.
I'm sorry, I wasn't mocking you. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so I have a Denman, but what are you saying no to? What are you saying no to? What'd I do? All right, hold on a second. I can never do a wash and go this gracefully. Well, thank you. With people watching. Yeah, this is definitely a different experience. Styling my hair live on camera. It's pretty. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It looks like I just applied a deep conditioner. I love the way my hair looks with like a fresh deep conditioner. But then I did not wash my hair on camera. I actually just came here after I put in the leave-in after my full wash day. I didn't record this wash day because it's my week 3. And I don't normally record my week 3 unless I'm doing a different product. Your hair is wet when you wrap the towel. Okay, yes. Yay, Deadman. Okay. Oh, you were saying no to this thing. Yeah, I don't know why I actually even have this. I missed the washing. Yeah, I did. That other brush, the ends will pull. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So now that I have my Denman, I mean, am I supposed to go back to this section that I already did? Maybe let's leave this section. Someone said something about the Honey's Handmade product. Hold on a second. Let me just scroll back up. I would leave that HH Apple Glaze alone if you are adding other products. Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I used this Apple Glaze. It must have been back in probably March or April of 2020 when I first started my channel. And yeah, it flaked for me. I figured it was just like a fluke. But, you know, I only needed one other person to say that it worked for them, that it did the same for them, so maybe it would. Okay, so this is the back section. For those of you who are new, it looks like we've had a few more people join. I am doing my first ever wash and go, and I'm taking feedback from the audience on what it is that I'm doing. I do not, per Julie, I'm trying to keep positive vibes, but I'm very nervous about this. I used, for my wash day, again, I used the Earthborn Organics Camellia Conditioning Mask as my Prepoo. I used the Yamini Essentials Co-Wash as my shampoo, just to keep a very moisturizing wash day. I used the Soul Tentacles Hibiscus Hair Healer Healthy Scalp and Therapy Mask. And then I went in with the Fab Hair International Moisture Mist for my weeks 1 and 2 review. And now I'm using the other 2 styling products, the Crisp and Define Custard and the Beautiful Curls. I just finished this back section. I just got a Denman brush, so I'm going to be using that going forward. I am nervous because I stopped using this. I only use this on Layla and Aiden's hair because it's silky and it can take it. But I feel like this was very much pulling out my hair when I used to use it. So I pretty much just use my fingers now, and sometimes I use this, but I feel like I need it for a wash and go. I don't think I can get away with just finger detangling. Be careful not to pull out too much product. That is another thing. Yeah. But I feel like I'm also, with all the praying hands, I'm also just like, there's so much product on the floor next to me right now. On top of a hula hoop. I don't know why there's a hula hoop in here, but I have kids, so I guess I don't question things. All right, so enough talking. I'm gonna be here for like 4 hours. Let's move on to this next section. Meanwhile, I guess I just leave this. There's no like banding or anything because my hair is still wet. So let's just see what happens back there. All right, so put that over here. Hopefully this section is a fine size. There we go. Okay, so douse with water. Okay, I think that's enough. This is distilled water in there. Okay, douse with water, and then I am going to just do a couple finger detangles, and there's water flying everywhere. And I just grabbed a piece from the back section. Get away. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the cream. Smaller is better. Smaller takes longer, but yes, I'm sure you're right. All right, I'm gonna go in with the cream. It's a little bit difficult doing this tonight because there's one night a week where Nick works for the entire day. He starts around like 5 a.m. and he finishes around like midnight. Unfortunately, that day happens to be today, my wash day. So my mom is here right now. My sister might be here too, watching Aiden and Layla. I think my mom is going to put Layla to bed and then just take Aiden with her. But it's a little bit difficult doing this today. And when I say this, I just mean like my wash day in general. It would have been difficult no matter what. But anyway, we usually have pizza night on Fridays. We will not be doing that today because I'm doing this and Nick is working and we just didn't plan anything. Not relevant to this situation. Okay, so, all right. I think it looks good. That was with the cream. Now I'm going to put on, so when do I use the Denman brush? Am I supposed to use it after every product or after I put in both the cream and the gel? Let me know, and if I'm doing it wrong now, I will do something differently in the next one. All right. Praying hands. Do a little bit of finger detangling. I want to make sure that I definitely finger detangle the ends before I start. I'm probably not going to be bringing the Denman brush all the way down my strands. That just sounds really terrifying. But I'll just do the same process I do with my wide tooth comb, which was from the roots. I comb down and I feel resistance. When I feel resistance, I stop, I come out and I finger detangle. Okay, so finger detangling after both products. Okay, so now I am going to, I feel like my Denman brush is not going to get through my hair. Okay, well, the fine tooth is, the wide tooth is getting through pretty well. My ends are going to coil so much on each other as they dry, but they look pretty good. Actually, it just looks wet. I don't know if you can see, but there's some good curl definition here. I don't know if it's coming across, but no, sorry. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I'm too afraid to bring this in my hair. I don't want to do this. Maybe in a smaller section. Hold on. All right, smaller sections and brush through. So starting from, I feel like with this, I have to start from the ends. I usually start from the roots. Okay, no. Okay, all right, it's getting through there. I'm terrified of tearing out hair. Even like one strand gives me anxiety. I don't like to lose any hair. There's no way that I can do this with every section. It's going to take way too long. Okay, so I'll do one of those. I've seen people, in the videos do this whole like thing to like see if the curls pop back up. I feel like that's not happening. Maybe it's some kind of filter people put on. All right. All right. So is the point of the Denman brush to clump your curls? Is that what it's supposed to do? Okay. It's actually that's not bad. Oof. Getting so much product in my eye. Okay. All right, did I do it right? Not bad, I didn't really lose any hair. Okay. I did. I finger detangled and I used my wide tooth and my hair shrinks up on itself so quickly that the ends just get tangled again very, very quickly. All right, I think that was everything I needed to do for this section. So that's what it looks like. Ow. Doesn't look like there's any product at the thing is this, with the consistency of this, like this flaxseed consistency, I'm not going to get that hard hold at the roots that I would need to stretch them. But I mean, if I'm going to stretch later with my hair dryer, which I suspect it's still here. I hope it is. Because if not, I just have my Reb Air, and obviously that's not going to work. So that's the first section. I do not have a diffuser. The hair dryer that I had did come with a diffuser unit when I was like 18. So I got it a very long time ago. I didn't understand what it was, and eventually it just kept moving places with me, and I just threw it out. So now I know what a diffuser is. I wish I'd kept it, but can't go back in time. But I do think I have a concentrated nozzle. I lost a couple pieces of hair, so now I'm not really sure about this brush. Maybe they're shed hairs. Let's just pretend they're shed hairs for now. All right, moving on. You use the Denman to shingle the hair. Some detangle with it. Yeah, I don't understand people detangling with a Denman. It's too harsh, in my opinion. Clump and smooth. I don't know what that was. That sounds like a good plan, but I don't know. Sorry, I don't know when you said that, when I was supposed to do that, and if I did it. So yeah, I finger detangle pretty much the entire time that I'm working on a section, and I always finger detangle the ends because the length of my hair is pretty much always detangled for the most part. It's just that my ends get really, really tangled really quickly because my hair just shrinks up, and when it does that, it coils on each other. Okay. You might have to do smaller sections. People keep saying that. I don't want to. Okay, let's do that section. I need another. Okay, I have another clip here. Okay, is this small enough? This is really as small as why is there a hole in my hair? What is this? I really hope that's not missing strands. Probably from my Denman brush. I think just by it being on my dresser, it's pulling out my hair. Okay, let's spray. Okay. Cream. Cream. Okay. Now, oh, thank you. Yeah, I think actually I think this section in the front, I do see what you mean when you said that you shingle with the Denman, because when you said that, I was like, I don't understand what that means. But I do see that this part is a little bit more separated and clumped than the back section was. So I guess it's just looking at the Denman, the way that it's made. I don't understand why this brush is so special and why it would clump your curls, but I'm not like an engineer or whatever, so maybe there's just something about like the degree of, I don't know. I don't understand looking at this how that does that, but I mean, it looks like it does. Okay, now I am going to, my hair loves each other too. All right, okay. So again, I'm gonna start from the Let's start from the top. Now it's gonna take longer. All right, so I'm gonna go from the top with this. Yeah, I prefer to start from the top. There's no point me even detangling the bottom and then going to the top, because by the time I get back to the bottom from the top, my ends are tangled again. And it's not because I need to trim my ends, because my ends are trimmed pretty much every single day, because I spend my entire day cutting out single strand knots, and I'm not nervous about cutting my hair, so I cut it pretty often. So my ends are pretty new. It's just that there's something about my hair that, and a couple people have mentioned that this happens to them too, that their hair just, their ends are always their ends, like they always just behave the same way. And my ends are just habitually drier than the rest of my hair. The mango butter that I've been using, and I think it was one of my recent ingredient videos for, I think it must have been this brand, sandalwood oil. I believe that's also supposed to be really good for your ends. I might try doing a mixture of mango butter and sandalwood oil and see if that does even more. But I'm actually pretty happy with my ends these days. Okay, so I don't know if I want to go through my ends with the brush. Okay, use my wide tooth. I don't think my hair wants this. I don't think my hair wants me to go through the ends with the Denman. I think I'm just going to, I like the idea of shingling at the, not shingling, of using the Denman at the top, but I don't think that I should use them at the ends. I feel like it's going to pull my hair out. I'm too cautious. I'm too cautious with that. Let's see. All right, am I doing it anyway? I just did it anyway. Okay. We're through the bottom. I just heard a snap. This is why I don't use brushes. Okay. Okay. I feel like that doesn't have enough product in it now. It's fine. Hello, Boomer. As I said, this is live, so people may or may not pop in here, and it's time for Layla's bedtime, so she just came in here with Nick, actually, not my mom. So I guess he took a break from work. Nyani? Yeah, she left.
No,
She's taking me in, or is she making him dinner?
I'm trying to do that.
No, she's not. She's not helping. Okay. All right. So this is. Oh, I'm not done. I still have another section. Thank you.
Come, baby girl.
Rabbit? Yes, I have rabbit.
I'm gonna catch you.
Okay. So let's.
Mommy.
Yes, Layla. Is that it? Okay.
Toothpaste.
Boobay. Okay. So I'm gonna split this section. This is going to be the size section that I am going to, how do I, okay, that I'm going to attempt to work with. I'm probably going to end up splitting it into two. But let's just start with this. So water. Thank you, Julie. I love the motivation. It's actually not turning out too badly. I'm nervous again as about what's gonna happen when I dry. Someone said to either use a diffuser, which again I don't have, or the bonnet dryer. I don't have a bonnet dryer that would work, because the one that I have is like one of those. It has like, I don't know what it's made out of. I can go and get it, but it has like a hood that kind of sits against your hair, and I feel like it's just going to shrink my hair even more. I don't know if it would work. I'll bring it in. Let me know if any of you have this and if you've used it to dry a wash. Ow.
Layla, say goodnight.
Hey, Layla.
Oh,
Oh, Bashi. You just get rid of that. I don't want to put more product on your stuffed animals. Good night, baby girl. All right. I'll see you at 3 a.m. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, so that was just the cream. Oh, it's a custard. I keep calling it a cream. It doesn't look like a cream, and every time I said twist into, I don't know. Yes, we will. I can't right now. It's almost 8 o'clock. All right, so let me put in the gel. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, it doesn't look like a cream. So I felt like kind of conflicted every single time I was saying twist and define cream. It's not a cream, it's a custard. That makes more sense. Okay, product is applied. Now let's try this Denman thing again. It's okay to clip the hair away. Oh, yeah, that would actually be really helpful. I'm like afraid to touch it. I tried for all of 10 minutes. What the, you tried what? Sorry, I don't remember. Just think how pretty you will be and happy when it dries. I will be happy if it works out well. But then once it dries, I'm definitely gonna have to stretch it because it's gonna be like up against like, everything's gonna be just like racing towards my scalp. Is this fast? I feel like this is gonna take, the quickest set that I did, although I hated the style. Hold on a second. Let me get a clip. Let me do this section and I'll get a clip for the last part. The quickest style that I did was like what, my week 3 from my last air, but I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that air drying helped, I mean not helped, but it created more frizz. Is that not the case? Yeah, I thought it did. But if that, I mean, I always hear that also that air drying is the best way to dry your hair because it's the healthiest way. But for me, air drying is 3 days and I don't, okay, hold on a second. Let me concentrate on this. Okay. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I'm used to this because I wash my hair and I style it every single week, but the length of my hair really doesn't get very tangled. So I'm very happy with that because I mentioned this in a video a few weeks ago, but I don't detangle my hair like pretty much at all. I apply my products in 4 sections, like my Prepoo, and I just leave it. I twist it up and I leave it, and then I detangle. I mean, I guess I finger detangle just because, like, as I'm doing, I just like habitually finger detangle. It's just like whatever I do when I'm in my hair. But like, I don't do like a legit detangling session, and it seems to be working for me because I mean, I come here and like my hair is pretty much already detangled, but I haven't actually. I actually didn't put my comb through my hair at all today during my wash day because I forgot it in my room. So it's just one of those, like, I don't have it with me, so it's not like I can use it. So, you know, yeah. What was my point? That it's great that I don't really need to detangle my hair. And it's not because my hair is not prone to tangling. It's just, I let the products work and the products just like detangle my hair for me. Okay, so that is through the length of my hair, and I am losing a lot of hair. I don't think I'm going to continue with the Denman brush. I gotta listen to my hair, and it can't hear me because it is now stuck inside my Denman brush, and I'm not comfortable with the amount that I'm losing. All right. So now I'm just going to finger detangle through here. I think this is working out pretty well. But yeah, I don't know if you can see. Let me put this down. You see all that hair? That's not just shed hair. This has got to be just like hair that the Denman brush is pulling out. Let me know if you don't think that's a lot, but I'm not used to losing this much hair when I style my hair. Okay. Air drying, yeah. So when you say air drying is better for you for a wash and grow, to you, have you done like air drying versus blow drying versus like diffusing? And you think that air drying gives you the best results? Air drying, yeah, beautiful family, thank you. I prefer air drying, but yes, your high porosity. So Julie, your hair, I assume it dries pretty quickly, right? How long does your hair take to dry? The longer your hair is wet, the more it gets damaged from the because of like the swelling of the hair cuticle. I have read about that, which is the whole reason, I guess, for the oiled Prepoo. Yeah, I guess it depends on what time I finish this. And I guess I don't really have methods for rake and smooth. Yes, okay, I am going to rake and smooth. I feel like the back section turned out pretty well, and I didn't use my Denman there. I'm gonna move this out of the way because this is actually, I don't keep it in this room anymore because I kept going back to it, and then I would just pull my hair out, and like I've been really, really happy with the progress, like the growth progress that my hair has made since month 9 was, I don't know, from like December to February, whenever my 12-month blow dry and trim was. My growth has just been on a really rapid pace recently, so I'm so stingy with losing hair. Like I don't want to lose a single strand of, where is this? Where is all this hair coming from? Oh, this is the Denman hair. It just got stuck to my glove. Yeah, no more Denman. Yeah, I'm really happy with my growth progress. And I think it's because I just hang on to every single hair that I can. So I'm going to continue doing that. 30, 40 minutes to dry. Oof, are you kidding me? I want high porosity hair. So even if you have a soft hooded dryer, okay, so that's what, a soft bonnet, yeah, like a hooded dryer, that would help create less damage to the hair. Okay, question for you. I will try that. But what was my question? If I am going to do that, and just because I'm so used to just like draping my hair in satin pretty much at every turn, to help reduce frizz even more, do you think it will be helpful if I like covered my hair with like a satin scarf and then I sat under the hooded dryer? Do you think that would help? Harm? Do nothing? Like, why am I asking about this? Like, let me know your thoughts. You diffuse if you need to go outside. Yeah, I will be outside tomorrow. Aiden has his second tennis lesson tomorrow. I can't see because my hair's okay. I can see. Aiden has a second tennis lesson tomorrow at 1:30, and it's supposed to be like 80s and sunny. So I'm going to be standing outside in the elements, and that's probably going to dry my hair actually, because that's going to be some intense sun. But you're right. I need to have my hair dry by then. Oh, to your point about it being unhealthy to have your hair wet for so long. That's a good point. That's a good point. I shouldn't be letting my hair take 3 days to dry. But then again, at the same time, the recommendation is to air dry your hair. So, I mean, you're either air drying your hair and it's going to take a long time, or you're not air drying your hair to avoid that swelling. So, there's a lot of mixed messages out there. You got to see what works for you. But this is the first time doing it. So I'm sure this is going to be a journey for me. And I suspect that going forward, my week 3 review, and this is actually pretty exciting for me because I've been stressing out about my week 3 styles, like pretty much for the last several weeks. My week 3 is going to be wash and goes. This is why I try to do my hair earlier if possible. Yeah, it's not possible for me during the day because you also air dry. Do not cover your hair under the dryer. Okay. All right. This is the second idea that I had that's been shot down, but that's why it's good to ask people. What was the first idea that I came up with? I think Miss Julie, you said that didn't make any sense. Oh, right. Or maybe it was Melissa, about banding my hair at the root and then doing the wash and go throughout the rest of my length. I'm probably going to try that anyway one of these days. Low heat under the dryer. Yeah, low heat under the dryer for me usually has me sitting under the dryer for 3 hours. It's a bit much. All right, so wow, I just finished a section. So, you know what? I haven't taken a thumbnail picture. I can't do that while I am. Thumbnail pictures are really annoying to take, but I might need one for my video. So, whatever. I'll figure something out. Okay, so yeah, I finished this first section. Turn around a little bit. I hope I'm in the camera. I can't see. And I'm going to move on to the other side. But meanwhile, thank you all for getting me through this first side. I am excited to see what it looks like. But again, I feel like it's going to look like day 7 hair that's been out in the humidity for 7 days. Wash and dry the diffuser. It's a shame though when you spend $500 on which it's come since then, the Vera. I kind of don't want to have to buy another hair dryer because I know that I would end up getting like a Dyson or something because they're just so. I like Dyson for one thing, and also it's supposed to be like one of the best hair dryers. But I don't really want to spend what I spent on the Rivera. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing these every 3 weeks. Okay, so let's move on to the other side. I always get a little bit uncoordinated when I'm switching sides. And there's so much product on my face. But that's what good hair product and facial products are for, and masks. Okay, let's do this. I feel really uncomfortable or awkward doing this side, but I'll get over it. All right, let's douse it. And hopefully the hair dry. Ugh. I blame this on the I don't know where this is coming from, but yeah, anyway, hopefully the hair that I have is fine. Hopefully it's here also. I broke down and got a Dyson when I didn't know you got it on sale. I know that you reached out to me when you got the Dyson. And you said it, I don't remember what you said about the timing. I think you said that it dried your hair in like 15 minutes. I don't remember how long it usually takes you. How long does it usually take you, Melissa, to dry your hair? And what did you experience with the Dyson? All right. If anyone is able to, I guess Melissa and Julie, you are both in my Facebook group. And if you are not in my Facebook group and you would like to be, go and join, what is it called? I keep forgetting what, Uptight Curls Community Forum. I think I'm actually also streaming there. I'm not sure. This side always looks better to me on camera. Look at that. I think this looks great. And it's also longer than the other side. Look at that. Is it just me or does this look a lot better than what I've been doing on the other side? Look at the shrinkage though. It's crazy. Because the other side is not much shorter than this side, but the differential is just ridiculous. Okay, let's stop stroking and move on. We have to finish this because at some point I'm gonna have to take over Aiden if he hasn't left. Okay. Okay, I understand. I broke down and got a Dyson. Yeah. Walmart has a $40 bonnet dryer. I want to roll. So there is this hair dryer. If any of you watch Kimberly Sherrill, and I think a couple of other people have it now. The like, I don't want to say infrared, but I look at it, it reminds me of infrared. The one where it has like it looks like you're in like a pilot seat, and it's got like two things on the side that look like speakers, and then it has one on the top. It's silent and it's red, or at least it gives off like a red light, and it's supposed to be quick drying. And it just, I mean, it's humongous. I don't even know where I would store it. But do any of you know what I'm talking about? But I was thinking about maybe getting one of those. It's not necessary though. I need to stop. I went through like the first few months of my channel. I think I was just still, my body hadn't responded, or rather had not adjusted yet to the no sleep. Layla still does not sleep through the night. So I still, 20 months later, have not had a single night of sleep. But anyway, back then I was kind of going crazy and I would just like make impulse buys at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I haven't done that in a really long time, but that was back when I was doing my impulsive, like I just went natural. I have to buy everything. I'm trying to stop buying everything that I want because there's so much stuff out there that I want, but I need to wait. Okay, sorry. I'm like completely obsessed with this section back here. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Thank you for joining. Nicole has a YouTube channel. You should check her out. She just recently started doing vlogs too. So if you're not familiar, check out her channel. Yes, I wait until it's about 50% dry and diffuse. With Dyson, 15 minutes. Old dryer would take 45 minutes or so. Yeah, 15 minutes. That's pretty crazy. All right. I really like this section. But let's move on. And again, I'm not using the Dyson anymore. I think all of the finger detangling that I did is fine. I'm not, this is raking. I think all I need to do here is just like rake and then move on. I really like this section. Oh. Okay, well, let's move on. Okay, so wrong section. Okay, we are making progress here. You know, I'm surprised, but this is actually a lot more entertaining than what I usually do while I'm doing my hair, which is watch a show. I used to, well, actually, now it's really annoying editing my videos every week because I talk so much while I'm doing my hair, and I know I keep in a good amount of that because I can't cut out everything that I say, but I guess I like talking through my process of doing my hair because, as I mentioned, like there's no one in my immediate like life to talk to about hair because no one else cares. Like they could not care any less. So being able to talk through a process, especially when I'm doing something for the first time, this is actually pretty great. All right. I love the raking method. It really is. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, so I was saying earlier, the reason that I also don't necessarily think shingling would be in my best interest is because I have a lot of frizz. And I feel like if I shingle, the clumpy parts that are not frizzy are going to just separate, and they're just going to be on their own, just like frizzing all over the place. And then I'm going to have all the frizzes, and then I'm going to have them next door to like the clumps. And then you've got this like whole internal like war structure in your hair. It's just not good for anyone. So I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, that is why I am not shingling. I think it's better to rake because it allows frizz to bond with another section instead of just being on its own and angry and frizzy. Okay, here we go. So the only reason shingling actually helps with clumping and smoothing. I would have thought that the shingling would definitely help clump the like bigger sections that are going to naturally clump together. But then I would think that when you have those sections that aren't necessarily clumping with anyone else and they're just like really thin and frizzy, that they wouldn't naturally clump with another section. I could be completely wrong. Most of the things that I come up with and these ideas that I have are just based on like what I think would happen. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just the impression that I have. Also, it's justification for not shingling, which I have no interest in doing. So shingling defines your curls more, but raking is better with clumping for me. Yeah, I agree with that. And I think because some of my curls they're not very defined, they're more frizzy. I'm just twisting this up so I can see it as separate from the other sections. For that reason, you shingle to minimize frizz. If I didn't, my hair would frizz. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to come up with justification for not shingling. But again, like this is my first wash and go. I am going to see what happens this time because shingling would just take extra time. And I'm not looking to spend extra time. So I think what I'm doing right now, just got so much gel down my shirt. That's really uncomfortable. I think what I'm doing right now it seems to be working. So we'll see. We'll see what frizz is like when my hair dries. Okay, meanwhile, I'm raking, and I'm hardly losing any hair, which is nice. I really hate that Denman bush. Okay, so this, Melissa, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm just coming up with ideas. May or may not be sound based on like the laws of physics and biology and all that stuff, but you know, it's a journey. I'm so tired of using that word, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of synonyms that I feel work. I love your hair shape. It's funny that you say that because my hair shape is terrible when I blow dry it because as I mentioned, like I just like search and destroy all the time. I'm just always like cutting single strand knots, and oftentimes I'll have a single strand knot in like the middle of my hair and I'll just like cut it. So like my strands are all over the place, but when it's curly, you really can't tell. I have never gotten my hair. Oh, okay, never mind. February 7th of 2020, I did go and get like a salon big chop. That is the only time that I have had a professional cut my hair. Other than that, I just do trim. So I guess it just must be the natural shape. And I guess I don't even know. My natural shape is probably what I see when I am done deep conditioning. But anyway, long story short, thank you, Nicole, for saying that you love the shape of my hair. Did I put in the gel? Or was I just putting in the custard? Did anyone know? Oh, I feel like I probably can't put in too much gel, so I'm just gonna, I think I did put in gel. I'm gonna put in more gel. All right, so let's just rake. And, sorry, praying hand and then rake. I feel like my shoulders are gonna get moldy from all this moisture. Okay. All right, so we are chugging along here. Chugging, does that mean drinking? I don't think that was the right term. Is that the whole back section? I think that's the whole back section. And I think I'm actually gonna have enough. Hey Ariel, how are you? I have you on my TV. Oof. That's some high definition there, or at least a large image. Thank you for joining. We're just wrapping up this wash and go. I've been rambling for about, what time is it? For actually a little over an hour. So that's crazy. So I think if I was to do a wash and go, just like my normal process of just like watching TV and keeping my mouth shut, it would be pretty quick, right? I mean, I know I'm not done yet, but if it's only been an hour and I'm now in the front section, that's big. Okay, and thank you for popping on to say hello. Glad to know that. Glad to know that you're here. All right, let's spray this. This section's too, actually, maybe it's not. Since I'm not using my Denman brush, I don't necessarily need to work in smaller sections, right? I think that makes logical sense. Okay. Water does a good job of activating this leave-in conditioner. I did notice, because so weird thing, and it kind of makes me a little bit unsure of my like final thoughts. My week 1 Soultanicals Hibiscus Hair Healer Healthy Scalp Therapy Mask was amazing. When I put it on, it was amazing. The detangling was amazing. Like the whole process. When I was done applying heat, rinsing it out, it felt amazing when I was done. But week 2, and then today, like it's just, when I went to go rinse it out, it just didn't feel the same. And this has now happened for 2 weeks in a row, so I think I'm actually gonna have to say I don't particularly like it, which I'm sad to say because I was really excited to have found it because it was just so amazing in every way that a deep conditioner can be amazing. Week 1, but yeah, I don't know what happened, and it's not, this time it's not because the product is spoiled. They sent me a new product. It still smells fantastic, but it's yeah, it's not pulling through for me. Anyway, my point being that when I was done rinsing out the deep conditioner, my hair wasn't feeling all that great, so I put in the leave-in conditioner, the Fab Hair International leave-in conditioner, and it felt a lot better. And then as it started to dry, it wasn't, it was feeling a little bit drier. And then putting in the water, all this to say, putting in the water does a good job of activating the leave-in conditioner. The Hibiscus Hair Healer is your favorite. Okay, yeah, I believe that because I feel like, I mean, if you have the same experience with it that I had in week 1, then I completely get that, because that was going to be a very close, if not close second, if not my favorite deep conditioner. Based on my week 1 review, 2 and 3, I would just say that it's a good one. Yeah, I was nervous about using a leave-in spray as my leave-in on my wash and go day, but I actually think these products actually, they work really well in my hair. The hair healer is your favorite. So yeah, I know that you're like a Soultanicals fan, by true and true, through and through. I don't know, whatever the term is. I assume you've tried other Soultanicals deep conditioners. And I'm just asking because for me, this deep conditioner, which is like a huge game changer. Julie, have you tried the Afrotastic Curl Elastic Deep Conditioning Treat? And I assume you have because it's so popular and, well regarded and well reviewed. Have you tried that and then you prefer the hair healer to that one? What is my favorite DC? So I will say, based on like my 1 year natural, what my favorite deep conditioner is, but I haven't used it in such a long time, so I will have to try it again. But my favorite deep conditioner is the Honey's Handmade omega-3 and fatty acid deep penetrating shaft in there somewhere. Omega-3 and fatty acid shaft deep penetrating hair mask, something like that. That is my favorite deep conditioner. I reviewed that. It was during my dual wash day series, maybe. So that would have been back in July or so. So that is right now. I mean, that has, since I reviewed it, been my favorite deep conditioner. I have like a tablespoon of it left in the tub. It's bad. I should not have a tablespoon of that left in a tub. And as I said, I used it in July. So I'm gonna have to throw it out, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll use it as a Prepoo. That gave me the most slip and the most moisture that I've experienced. And yeah, so that was my favorite. And then the Camille Rose Deep Algae Renew Deep Conditioner is another one of my favorites. Those two share number 1. Coming in a close second is the Taibe Naturals Banana and Fenugreek hair mask. I really, really like that. And again, I don't remember if I used the gel, so I'm just gonna use more. Yeah, and then, okay, and then you know, it's possible that the Marulamuru Moisture Guru, no, the Aquatastic Curl Elastic, whichever one of those is the deep conditioner from Sultanicals. I was amazed by that. I only used it 1 week though. I used that in week 3 of my Sultanicals review, and I was thoroughly impressed with it. But I had 3 Sultanicals deep conditioners, so I used each of them just once. So the Hibiscus Hair Healer is the only one that I've used multiple weeks, which makes me curious as to whether the Afrotastic Curly Elastic Deep Conditioning treat. I think that's my favorite. That's the one that's deep conditioner. That is probably my favorite. It might be, but I'd be interested to try it again. I'm just trying to think about other deep conditioners. I think those, yeah, those are my favorites. Those are my favorite deep conditioners. And for strengthening deep conditioners, or like protein, whatever you want to call it, my favorite is the Bo Peep Luxuries Aria. That was the one that I used when I was potentially experiencing the beginning stages of hydro fatigue. I used it once as my Prepoo, and any suspicion of having hydro fatigue just like went away. Okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at this for a long time. Hibiscus is so good. So that was another question that I've had, Julie. Do you put the Hibiscus Hair Healer on your scalp? Whenever you have like a scalp therapy mask, or you know, something that there's so many masks that have scalp in the name, and I'm just like, but you don't put deep conditioners on your scalp. Do you put the hair healer on your scalp? You stand Sultanicals. I know. Nicole, you love the Adra Beauty Vitamin D, but it's so expensive. Yeah, I got Adra Beauty too long ago at this point. It must have been during last summer, and I used it during my like dual wash day series, that whole week 8 thing where I mixed up the products. So I used like a portion of the collection. I don't remember the deep conditioner, but I have to review that again before my products spoil. I could say the same thing about a ton of products in my stash at this point. I need to get through them, and I need to turn over my shelves. I got to figure out what to do with all these hair products. Nothing that I have other than Bo Peep, but even that after like, actually it was just like a couple of weeks ago, I think it stopped working for Christina's hair. Nothing in my hair stash works for Christina's hair, but she refuses to deep condition, so that doesn't surprise me. But no one else in my family cares about hair, and I need to get rid of all my products because I don't get a chance to use them because I do reviews every single week. I like the Afrotastic more than the Mael Babasu. The Babasu, and that's the Babasu and mint. Is that the Mael? I'm surprised you use Mael, by the way. Not because of like the whole like controversy thing. I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I'm surprised you use them. I don't know why I'm surprised, so disregard that. But that's a protein treatment, isn't it? The Afrotastic Curl Elastic isn't a protein treatment, isn't it? Isn't that moisturizing? I'm just wondering about the comparison. Hold on a second. Did Honey's Handmade ever put full ingredients on the label? Okay, so Julie had reached out to me several months ago when I was like in the beginning of my like ingredients thing, because I was always curious about, and she was too, about the fact that if you look at a Honey's Handmade product, they have like amazing, you know, sounding ingredients in them, but then there are never any preservatives listed. And how can you have a product without preservatives? And yes, a lot of websites, sometimes some like natural hair products don't even list what's in their ingredients on their website. But, and Julie looked into this, you're not allowed to do that on the label. You have to put everything that is in your products on your label. So yeah, there is not a single preservative listed on any of my Honey's Handmade's products. So when she told me about that, I just kind of went completely sour on the brand. But she did a lot of reaching out, and she tagged me on a post, I think, with Honey's Handmade. So I just responded openly to them, like in a comment, like, you know, what preservatives are you using? Because they just never mentioned it. And they confirmed that it's Optimum Plus, which I was really happy about, because I was afraid they were going to say like one of the ones that I don't use. But they don't. But Julie, I have not bought any new Honey's Handmade products since, or I guess in like a year. So I don't know if they've updated their labeling. I doubt they did, because I don't think they're getting any pressure to. But that is a good question and something to follow up on. Has anyone here recently purchased any Honey's Handmade products? Let's see. The Bo Peep Luxuries Aria is your favorite. Okay. I do love that. I do love that deep conditioner so much. I think I prefer it to the Abundancia. I find it more moisturizing. Plus, it has those strengthening properties. And I just, in my experience, my hair really likes henna. I'm deep conditioning with curls and potions hydration. Deep conditioner tomorrow. It always comes close to my Sultanicals. I don't even remember which. I think the only deep conditioner I have from curls and potions is the Chebe. I think it's Chebe. I think it's the Chebe deep conditioner. I haven't tried any curls and potions products yet. I am looking forward to finally getting to those. But I say that again about like every product on my shelf. Is this the last section? Whoa. I have a lot of curls and potions, but not their deep conditioners. Why would you buy products and not get a deep conditioner? You'll have to tell me that. Yes, hibiscus healer healed my scalp after the Diva curl. Oh, I didn't know you were one of the Diva curl victims. Curls ruined it. Curls after the Diva curl. Oh, you mean after Diva curl, after the Diva curls ruined it. After the Diva curls products ruined it. Got it. So yeah, you put the hibiscus hair healer on your scalp. That's very interesting. Hibiscus is actually in a lot of products. I think wow, I almost finished that thing of water. The brand that stands out to me that uses a lot of hibiscus in their products is the what is it? Virginia Sweet Naturals. They have a lot of products with hibiscus in them. And then also there is and I haven't tried it yet. And I'm really looking forward to doing it because I like her. I like her products, and I think she's really great. And I trust her. What's her name? I feel like a jerk for forgetting her name. But Inasi Naturals. Wanda. No, it's not Wanda. I hope she doesn't watch this live and see that I forgot her name. We did like a whole live together just several weeks ago. But anyway, Inasi Naturals. They are another brand that I'm really excited to eventually try. And she has an aloe and hibiscus leave-in conditioner that is very, very popular just based on customer feedback. Like I joined a lot of her lives and just seeing her comments. People love that leave-in conditioner. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying her products, but I have not done that yet. I do have an affiliate link with them and a 15% off code, but I don't really talk about the brands that I don't have, that I haven't reviewed. Sorry, I got more in my eye. I'm always afraid when I get products in my eye, but the great thing about using all these clean products is it doesn't actually burn. I'm sure that there are clean ingredients that will still burn your eyes, but these are not them. So that is great. And I think I was here when I started. I actually still have a good amount of gel left. And I don't understand how people do this with their bare hands. My fingers would be in agony right now if I was doing all of this on my bare hands. Sorry. Debug victim, yes. Ooh, it's so terrible. You are a pro with product application. I like the way that sounds. What do you mean by that? I hate them for that. Yeah, I do. I mean, I guess that whole Diva Curl scandal came out, and then the PANDEMIC. I feel like YouTube doesn't like when you say that word. That whole thing kicked and kind of stole the spotlight from whatever was going on in that Diva Curl fiasco. So what happened there? I feel like I want to change this part. I used to like the Mael one, but Afrotastic replaced it. So you're comparing the Mael Babasu and Mint or whatever it's called to the Afrotastic. That's very interesting to me. Moisture protein balance. Yeah, I didn't know that there was any protein in the Sultanicals. You like Optifin. I love Optifin Plus. Optifin Plus is my first is my number one. You need something?
No, just curious.
I'm almost done. Optifin Plus is my favorite. Then is Optifin. Then like benzoic acid, citric acid, all those, but those are milder preservatives. And then there's actually a lot of there's some EcoCert preservative. I don't remember what it's called. I have been coming across a lot more preservatives recently. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I actually can't give you an order, but I think Optifin Plus and Optifin from like a, chemical preservative perspective, my favorite. And I'm fine with phenoxyethanol and caprylyl glycol, but all right, this isn't meant to be an ingredients review. Hey Joy, thanks for joining. I've tried Curls and Potions deep conditioner. I just don't like. Oh, okay. So you're continuing to buy the Curls and Potions products, but you don't like the deep conditioner specifically. Sorenzo deep conditioners. Yeah, so Sorenzo Beauty is also sitting on my shelf, and I really need to use those products before they spoil. Now that they have confirmed on their website, and I actually wondered at this point how long it's been there. I know what's in that shampoo base. It's a whole bunch of saponified oils and something else. So there's no there's nothing dangerous and rude lurking in their products. It's just not explicitly named in their ingredients list. So I'm very happy to review them. And I kind of feel like I would like to review them sooner rather than later because I feel kind of bad for being, I don't want to say a jerk because honestly, don't put shampoo base on your ingredients list. That's not an ingredient. But anyway, I feel bad about just hanging them out to dry in all of my product inventory videos. So I do want to try them. Yeah, I've never actually met anyone else who's tried Sorenzo. So Joy, thank you for that feedback. I was a Diva believer. I never had issues, but I stand with the women and I don't know how they handled it. I don't like how they handled it. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't think they'd handled it at all. They hadn't done anything or said anything. They were just like, no, it's not our products. I was really close to buying the, there's some seaweed or algae or some kind of overnight deep conditioner that I was looking to get. I never actually ended up doing it. And I'm glad I didn't. If something ever did anything to, I mean, everyone would feel the same way. I'm not unique in saying this. I would be so angry. Yes, I purchase all the time. They haven't updated their labeling. That's no good. It's no good. It's no good. I've reached out to them so many times because I have reviewed their products so many times, and I want affiliate links for my website. They don't respond to me pretty much ever. So I guess the only way you can get them to comment back is if you write something in on a post. So maybe it's a matter. It's worth reaching out to them. Any feedback here? Where should I part my hair, or do you think it's fine in the center? I feel like it might. Well, actually, I don't know. Do you think I should leave the center part, or you think I should move it? My hair is so heavy and my neck is so wet right now. This is so annoying. I don't feel like putting a towel there. Yeah. Should I move my part? Let me know. Other than that, I think I'm done. I mean, I'm center part. Okay. I'm going to clean up my center part though. So give me a second. And Melissa, since you answered first, I'm doing the center part. Okay. So I am really bad at parting my hair. So let's try this. Let's go up my forehead. That looks centered. I don't know why it is that it's so difficult to do a part. Julie, you're too late. Maybe next week or 4 weeks from now. That would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks. I don't know. Okay, we got a clean-ish center part. Everything is in. I've got some coiled ends, which is pretty cool. Cover my face and shake. Got product all over my gloves. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I have CB. Oh right, yes, that's also from the Dickey method. He did have a lot of tips in there, so it's good to Oh, I can just cover it with this towel that now has product all over. Okay, so I'm gonna cover my face and shake my head like this way, and I think he had her go forward and back and side and side. Let me try that. Hold on. Ugh, so old. I'm not so old. My bones are getting old. Okay, so I'm going to cover my face and a little dizzy. If I wasn't wet before, I am wet now. All right, was that what you meant? I hope so, because that was a lot. It looks bigger now. I don't know if I was supposed to. What was the intention of that? I know he mentioned that she should do that in the video, but I don't know what that was for. And I lost my part. Inside the shower. What? What about inside the shower? Oh, that I should have done. Yeah. Honestly, this whole area gets completely soiled every single week when I do my hair. There's just product all over the counters, and I usually finish my hair really late. Or I mean, I know there was that streak where I wasn't finishing my hair really late, but between all the products laying around, the products on the counters, I just have like gloves all over the place. I've got stuff out for my Prepoo. I've got my Cure Redo. It's just like, it always looks like a tornado went through here. So a little extra water is not, yeah. So you got dizzy. Actually, that didn't make me dizzy. I thought I was going to separate some of the clumps. Okay. So I'm going to put my part back in. Although I kind of like this no part, but I don't think I'm going to like it as much. I think it was supposed to separate your curls for volume, maybe. I don't think I need more volume right now, but no, I think, yeah, it's about clumping your curls, and that makes sense. Okay, and I put the part back in. So now I am going to let this dry. It is 8:37. I usually go to sleep around 2 a.m. So I actually have a few more hours in here to let my hair dry. I'm actually gonna run and get my bonnet dryer to show you what I'm talking about. Let me know if you think this is a good idea or if I should just not. Lene, I think you're the one who told me that I should do it anyway, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I was using this for my deep condition. That's why it's all like out. I usually have it packed away. Leave it alone, no touching. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. If I put this on, it's a big bonnet, but not a big bonnet for someone with like big hair. So if I put it on, it's just gonna be like right up against my hair, and it's gonna be like making it like a ball around my head. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I might just I don't know how I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. That's the only thing. Because even if I do get to sleep around 2 a.m., that's not enough hours for my hair to dry. As I said, it takes like multiple days. How did I lose my part? So I don't know. I mean, I know I do a lot for my hair, but I don't think I'm gonna make myself sit up against my headboard without putting my head against the headboard and just like sitting there all night. Okay, so I guess I'm done. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this is pretty cool. I like this. This is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm done. I guess tomorrow when it dries, again, I don't know how I'm gonna go to sleep, but I will figure that out and let you know what I do. I am going to I'll just stretch it like with my blow dryer as part of my video that's gonna be coming out on Tuesday instead of coming back on live to do just that. And then, you know, we'll see what happens. I suspect I'm not going to be able to wear my hair out for 7 days. It's going to be too much. So I might do like a day 1 through day X picture. And then when it gets too big and fluffy and it's just like shrinking all over the place, wrap it with a t-shirt before bed. Okay. You mean like to sleep like that? Yeah. And then I'm probably just going to put it up in some kind of style. Okay. I appreciate everyone. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, we got a good amount of people here. It was nice. Thank you everyone for joining. This was quite an experience and it was really fun to do it like this. I think it would have been a lot less of a thing and a lot more boring and less of like an experience for me if I had done this by myself. I've been using a hand dryer to dry my curls at night for my wash and goes. So you mean just putting it over your hair? I feel like that would take a really long time. You will have to fluff your hair after it dries. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stretch it and then fluff it and all that. My dry flaster since that's true. Yeah, my braids do take longer to dry than my twists. That is true. And maybe just having it out like this. Maybe it will dry in like 5 hours. Dry your hair and get your rest. Okay. I like that. Just stop talking around the issue and just get it done. We'll figure this out. All right. Oh yeah, sorry, Shanta. Yeah, I've been here since 6:30 or so, but 7:15. But yeah, we are done now. I am going to, this video will stay on YouTube. I'm going to go and trim the beginning. But thank you everyone for joining. Do you have a hooded dryer? I don't. I used to have one of those hooded dryers that you put on like a countertop that just like was like a globe around your hair and didn't touch your hair. But I got rid of that a really long time ago. So unfortunately, I don't have anything like that. I don't have a diffuser, so a hand dryer takes the wetness out so I can sleep. And then you just kind of sleep on your hair. I feel like when I wake up, it's going to be, you know what? I'm just gonna figure it out. If it doesn't work out, that's what, this whole learning thing about. If it doesn't work out, I'll try something different next time. But I have been on here for a while and I forgot I actually need to have dinner tonight. So I am going to go. Thank you everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. And I hope that this turns out well. I will, maybe on my Instagram, I'll just like post something. Or I'll put it at the end of my video. I feel like I could keep talking for the next 20 minutes. So why don't I just end here? Thank you everyone for joining and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Where's the end broadcast? Ah, there we go.